But this distrust of the Republican Party and the African American community in some ways gets enhanced when Republicans go for voter ID laws, which a lot of people say is a solution to a problem that doesn't exist. You've been on both sides of this. You thought it was, you've said at one point the voter ID law drive was sort of overdone by Republicans, and then you walked it back. Which is it?
Well, it's kind of funny the way you describe it, because my position is pretty clear. I don't think there's a problem with showing your ID, but I do think there's a problem with Republicans saying, hey, our big issue for the campaign is going to be voter ID. Because what it creates is, and a lot of African Americans understandably remember the 40s and 50s in the South, and they remember suppression of the vote, and they equate that. So what I try to do is I say the opposite. I say I want more people to vote. I'm for enhancing vote, and I actually sponsor a bill with Harry Reid that would restore voting rights to people who had youthful, nonviolent crimes, that have served their time. In my state, there are 250,000 people who can't vote because of an old conviction. I have a friend whose brother had a conviction 30 years ago and can't vote. So I want to restore votes. It doesn't mean that I think it's unreasonable. I just think it's a dumb idea for Republicans to emphasize this and say, oh, this is how we're going to win the elections. Early voting should be out there for everybody. I'm for early voting. I'm for more voting. But I'm saying let's go to the black community and compete for the vote. Let's talk about criminal justice and school choice and economic opportunity. There are ways we can get African American vote to come to the Republican Party.